this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves who are on this journey to love. And so today I am going to read out some of the channeled letters from the Divine Love Letter books that I do. And these are all channeled letters from your twin souls, from your higher selves, from guides, from spirit animals, from every energy or any energy that you can think of that you want to have some help from. And I just was reading a comment that somebody had put on a video to say, basically, why does it look like, why in all the energy reads is it all like they want us and they want love and they want all of these things, and then in the 3D it looks nothing like that. And it's because that's the challenge, isn't it? The challenge is to see beyond the veil of illusion and the beyond, and see beyond and bridge the 3D 5D gap. That's the whole purpose of these relationships, to bring spiritual into matter and to be a way shower for that and to pave the way for love to come through. And so of course that's always going to look to, it's never going to, I mean it will, when the time is right. And then, because the next comment then she made was, but I don't want to be, but how, when is that going to come? And, you know, I don't want to be old and, you know, waiting. And again, that is, if you have that mindset, basically, that's the mindset, right? Whereas if you live the mindset of, I'm in my union already, and I'm experiencing all of these amazing things that I would never have experienced without this. And I am bridging the gap between the 5D and the 3D. If you focus, and it's the same thing, right? It's exactly the same thing. It's just looking at it in a different way. And of course, energetically then, you're putting something out very different to the universe, because you're basically saying, I'm buying into this. I know that you've got a plan for me. I know that the timing of that plan is perfect for me. And so I am going to love every part of this journey, and even the challenging parts, because I know that they're here to teach me something. And so again, it is the same thing. It's just the other side of that coin. So instead of thinking, I'm waiting, and how long am I going to have to wait for? Because I don't see any of this in my 3D. Then it's flipping the coin on that and saying the 3D is showing me all of these incredible signs and messages from spirit, and I feel so connected and so belonging to something that's way bigger than I ever imagined or anticipated or even believed was even possible. And that is an amazing thing that I'm so glad that I'm part of that, and I'm glad that I've tapped into that energy. And I'm glad that I'm a part of this, and I am along with the ride that the universe wants to bring me. And I trust that the universal timing that it's going to make all of this happen for me. And I trust in love, right? And that's how you change your mindset. That is how you change it around, you know? That is what you do. It's like mantras that you basically rejig. It's like reprogramming your brain to think in a different way, because it's basically the same thing. It's just saying it in a different, you know, it's basically welcoming in the time frame as a gift instead of seeing it as something that you're waiting for. And so that's the first, so that's the message. Basically the message is, be joyous in your journey, right? Be joyous that you've even found out that you're a twin flame. And yes, that's challenging, but to be honest, you wouldn't have signed up to it if you weren't a sturdy soul. And, you know, if it was all you know, basically you have to think about it. If the entire population of the planet all woke up at the same time, it would be complete anarchy. And it would just be, it wouldn't be possible. That's why it has to be staggered. That's why the Ascension process is a ladder, and we're all on different rungs of the ladder at the different times. Because if we all elevated to the top of the ladder, we'd all be kind of in spirit, you know, we'd all be floating around the place, which actually would be a great thing, thinking about it. But it's just not possible, is it? We have to all ascend at different times. And you have to think of the twin flame journey. It is a part of your ascension process, and you're going up in your spiritual awareness and growing and becoming more and more of your soul. And so if you look at it like that and really enjoy that journey of becoming more of your soul, and trusting in your soul that your soul knows the best way forward for you, then actually it takes the pressure off thinking, oh, I don't want to be old and still waiting for this, you know? Because there is an element of, if you're putting that out into the universe, then that's what the universe is hearing, right? Because the universe won't know a negative. So you have to always embrace the journey, embrace your truth. Your truth is to live in true love. Okay, so letter 23 is this, that I need you. I need you to tell me that you miss me, you love me, that you long for us to be together. You long for us to be entwined together for eternity, just as I yearn for this. I need to know that you yearn for it too, just as much as every cell in my body aches for you. I need to have you with me. I need to know that we will be together, no matter what. Our love and our union will bring us together against all odds. That love will win. We will be winners in love. Glorious, glorious love. A love that is so strong it takes my breath away. It leaves me completely wiped out and exhausts me, but inspires me and catapults me into a new being, a new self. It's love. Well, this is quite amazing, because this letter, I've just realised, is actually channeled from somebody's higher self. So, of course, it's perfectly in keeping with what I was just saying, because, you know, this is what our higher self wants us to do, you know, basically. And lots of us have been completely exhausted and wiped out recently, because you're also taking on more and more love energy, which is all part of the ascension of the planet. So if you think of yourself as a little love soldier and you're at the front line and you're doing battle, right? Protecting the planet, right? So that's not always going to be a walk in the park. So that you are the only one that I want to spend the rest of my life with, that I've made up my mind. I'm not going to let my fears and my crazy head get in the way of our happiness. That I need to man up. I know I'm not a little boy anymore. I can't keep putting my life on hold and hoping for a miracle to happen, because I already found my miracle, and it's you. It always has been. I've always wanted to be with you from the first time we met, but I was scared. I wasn't in a good place. I was miserable, and I didn't want me to bring your life down, but now I see more clearly. I see that together we make each other. Together we bring the light to each other's shadow. Together we are love, pure, true love. Wow, I mean, just beautiful, 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 beautiful. 23 in book 3 is this. I want you to be totally honest and open with me and tell me exactly how you feel. Don't hold back. Just open your heart and let me know. Don't worry about what I say. I need to hear your confidence in your love for me and your determination. That is what will give me the strength to do what I have to do. So much of my life I've lived in fear, but I really need reassurance to step out of my fears, to have confidence to be able to love you, to not fear our connection. So please be strong. Stay strong in our love and show me the way. Oh, well, you know what? It just makes you feel so, you know, it's Valentine's Day coming up. I'm definitely going to be, I've already worked out a little plan about what I'm going to do for my twin. He's away in Japan. And so I am going to send him a mystery message, because I'm going to put another SIM in my phone. And so it gives me that just ability to say exactly what I want to say, because of course it's not coming from my phone. Of course I'll know it's from me, but it just gives me that freedom as well. So that's the thing. It's Valentine's Day. It's an excuse just to let your heart pour out what you truly want to say. So letter 1, 2, 3 in the books is this. There's so much that I wish I'd said and done. I kick myself all the time about the mistakes I've made and what a complete fool I've been. But, in my defence, and I hope you accept my apology for everything, I'm sure that I put you through the mill, but I want you to know that I was scared beyond words. I couldn't bear letting you in for fear of losing you. I just couldn't let myself let my walls down. But I know you will never let me down, never hurt me, always be there for me. I want to do the same for you. I am wanting to make up for lost time and tell you how much I love you every day for eternity. Oh, I mean, this is what, this is the thing that you need to put your energy into. Focusing on this, because this is where the love is. So, 1, 2, 3. I am all around you. Look for the signs that come in nature. When you see a white feather, whose name is the first name that pops into your head? When you hear a song on the radio and it chimes a bell in your heart, who do you think of? Trust in your heart. Trust that your heart will always guide you back to me. And trust in your divine journey to find your light and our light together. I live in you, not outside of you. So go within your heart, and in those moments of peace and deep inner knowing, you will feel your way to me. Follow the feathers, follow the divine light in you to bring you back to me. White feathers, see them everywhere. Amazing. And then letter 1, 2, 3 from book 1 is this. I think that you are the coolest person I have ever met. In every way you wake me up, surprise me, shake my senses. It's the most wonderful feeling when you feel like you've been living in a cloud the whole of your life, and then someone comes along to show you that there really is a rainbow. There really is a possibility, a meaning to be fully me, fully happy, not just happy, but completely lit up with love, with passion. Aww. With a desire to spend the rest of my life making you happy, loving you, adoring you, pleasing you, and bringing you pleasure in every single way. To know that you are mine and I'm yours is just such an overwhelmingly beautiful thing. I am truly in awe of everything about you and this love. You are my home. Well, when I just said that I was going to send my twin a message for Valentine's Day, that's how I end it. You are my home. So that is my confirmation to go ahead and do what I was going to do. That's the magic in the books. You always get what you need just at the right time. So if you're feeling this sense of, but when is it going to happen? And I don't want to be old and this happens. Again, you need to change your mindset. Change your mindset. Turn the brain around to focus on all of the amazing things. Turn the brain around to focus on your ascension. Turn the brain around to focus on everything that you're learning. Day by day, you're learning more and more and more. And if probably your twin had come in last year, let's say, you wouldn't have learned and you wouldn't have progressed to where you are now. So you have to trust in every part of the journey and trust that there is a divine plan. And all of that is coming together at the perfect time for you and your twin. So trust in your journey. If you want to have a letter, it's only $10. If you want to and if you want a letter for Valentine's Day, then I would definitely recommend you book in now. And if you want to have a healing or a reading, I'm doing 2 for 3 offer. So buy 2, get 3. And I'd be very happy to do them for you. And in the meantime, I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely weekend. All right, take care. Bye.